today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. As we'll see Deshaun Watson and the New Orleans Saints versus Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him,
and this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard Saints have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams,
here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Busts through the tackle. Brushing off defenders. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up third.
From the gun on third, Watson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Down at the 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 17, Watson.
Watson on the keeper. The tackle by Quan Alexander. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So give them the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure.
is Gay to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
7-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 24. From the gun, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. Spinning away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now, these two teams, the Saints and Niners, they played maybe the game of the year in the NFL in 2019, had 94 points between them. Lead changes left and right. Breeze had 5 touchdowns, 4 for Garoppolo, and you might remember the catch and stiff-arming run by George Kittle where he just refused to go down. And then in the end, it was Robbie Gould who would kick the field goal as time expired, and the Niners would win it 48-46.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Watson on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. He won't go down. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they try the right side here. That hell running right through him. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Room here to run. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Running back.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier, now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 40.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
To the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing... Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken on the 25. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. 21 yards, well done on the return.
At their own 47.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And these are the games, hitting pay dirt as we see as many times as he has, that running backs dream about, right?
It's okay to be selfish in this circumstance, isn't it, partner? Because this selfishness, getting to the end zone time and again, only helps your team. This is where it's okay to put up big numbers and people don't worry about it. This is really, really good performance.
It's been an unbelievable performance. Intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. Eluding the tackle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from the pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Watson. And it's incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to take care of the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he has enjoyed some solid groundwork, and some good holes have been created by the guys up front.
Almost get the sense that their game plan is working to perfection, that what they worked on in practice all week, they've just translated and taken it out onto the field in this ball game. And boy, they're liking what they're seeing.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they give this time to the tailback. Dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Another carry for the running.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That's complete. Hooper. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. On 1st down, Watson. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Shoves it. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 57 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. Spinning past him. Now he's into the clear. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return. And the Saints are pouring it on.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. First down, it's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, breakaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 91 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this week. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Watson to the right side and complete to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A gain there of 21 yards. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, isn't he?
You took the... And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
At their own 38-yard.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
the last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
34-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a handoff looking right. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. Twisting away. They find some open field here. Breaks the tackle now at Allen. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Saints. 54 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man is Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Partner, this running back's up.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Able to spin free. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.